214 crimes spanning from 1955 to 2009, the shocking scale of sexual abuse by Jimmy Savile. Of the 600 incidents, 3/4 of victims were children under 18. The 34 cases of rape or penetration included 4 rapes of children under 10 years old. The youngest victim, just 8. Even dying hospice patients were targeted. John Bird is from the National Association for People Abused in Childhood, who helped compile the report.
Many people criticise, saying that, well, it's too late now. Well, yes, it is too late for a conviction, but it's not too late for the truth to come out. I don't think it could have happened while he was alive, because he would have fought it, and he was very powerful and very rich and could have got very powerful and effective lawyers just to stomp on it.
It's the kind of crime that is simply too awful to fathom. Savile's abuse was vast, predatory and opportunistic, and it was facilitated by the failings of some of the country's biggest and most trusted organs. The NHS. Abuse took place at 14 hospitals. The police, who apologised after admitting that if they'd handled differently 4 specific allegations against Savile in 2007, while he was still alive, he could have been prosecuted. And the BBC.
Savile abused while working at the BBC from 1965 right up until 2006. And most of those victims were just 13 to 16 years old. There's now renewed pressure on the corporation as many of those victims reiterate again that they told producers, cameramen at the BBC what had happened to them, and nothing was done about it.
Unfortunately, within big institutions, somebody as powerful as Jimmy Savile was able to get away with it. Jimmy Savile was a very powerful individual within that organisation and able to intimidate other people who have come on the record and said they knew what was going on, but they were too scared to say anything about it.
The fear is that what we know may only be the tip of the iceberg. Police admit there must be victims who haven't come forward.
We know there's a lot more people who were abused by Savile and who are still alive today who haven't gone to the police. And although the figures they give are very, very shocking, 600 or so, we know that it's more like thousands. He was a serial rapist on a huge scale.
It's been called the tragic consequence of when vulnerability and power collide. The consequences of that collision have been devastating. Nargis Moualari, Press TV, London.